Leos, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori, and tonight we're going to take a look at the upcoming week of July 21st through the 27th. Just heads up, we do have a new moon in your sign on, I believe, Thursday the 24th. The new moons are all about beginnings, okay? And it's in your sign, so you're definitely going to feel it. Just pay attention to the things that you've been trying to manifest, that you've been praying, asking God for, and you should start to see those things come to fruition. We did have that full moon in Capricorn a week or so ago. A couple of weeks ago at this point, forgive me, y'all. A couple of weeks ago, I think it was on like the 10th or the 11th. So you may be feeling some after effects of that because that probably impacted you. But as we move into your season, right, you should start to notice that things are starting to transition and feel a lot smoother for you. Okay. What I was hearing when I was preparing for your reading was walking in the sunshine. I'm walking in the sunshine. Oh, I think that's how it goes. So this may be a week where you are full of excitement and joy, and then look at the bottom deck, energy, gratitude. Okay, it does seem to me like you've gained a lot of wisdom. Maybe you're becoming a lot wiser in the way that you communicate to yourself. Maybe also too, like facing some fears in regards to communication, could be with others or with yourself. This feels a lot like this is like Nine of Pentacles energy, where you're operating in your power. Okay, that's how this feels. That Queen of Wands. I'm seeing the Queen of Wands energy coming out for you, Leos. So let's see what messages we have here. Retrieve your destiny. And then the Elder Owl. So this is Starfish with trust your inner knowing. Yeah, that's the same energy here. You see this wisdom, some type of maybe ancestral wisdom coming through. Maybe you're tuning. You have two owls here. Okay, you could be seeing owls. Owls could be one of your spirit animals. But there's something about tapping into your true power. Also speaking to yourself gently. Trusting your inner guidance. This does feel like this, again, the Queen of Wands energy of really embracing your true, authentic identity. It's very interesting, too, how this is showing up. You might be seeing 1111 often because that's absolutely coming through for you. There's changes that spiritual changes that are coming through. I have to just give the channeled messages, guys. Give me a second. So I'm picking up on an energy of a Leo who is going through massive transformation in the dark and in sleep is what Spirit is showing me very clearly. So you could be resting, and in your rest, there's like a spiritual transformation that's occurring within your energy. It's almost like there's an awakening that's occurring. It's like Spirit is taking your DNA and revamping it to pull you into your true authentic power. So how Spirit is showing me this communication card is almost as if you're this little girl, but you look as if you're this little girl. This is who you think you are, but you're actually this tiger. And so it's like you're seeing the reflection of who you are truly meant to be, and Spirit is calling you into that and out of this little girl energy that could be wounded. Also, Spirit is showing me that for whoever this reading is for, you are absolutely healing those inner child wounds. And in order for those things to be healed, you have to retrieve that information. So it's almost like, and I don't know much about this, guys, but what's it called? Akashic records. Okay, that's how this is like. It's giving me the energy of that, of how I hear people talk about it. Like I said, I don't know much about it. You could go look it up if it's something you're interested in. But the Akashic records are like your destiny, your records of your destined path, like where you came from and where you're going, and it's the records of your history. It's almost like Spirit is showing me that that's what's being retrieved, and it's because it's going to show you who you are. So you could be having some very vivid dreams. You could be having some very vivid visions. There's definitely an awakening and a rising in whoever this video is for. This feels very, very powerful. I see you releasing a lot that you've been stuck in. A lot of energy that's been keeping you stuck, stagnant, and unable to move forward is being released in this energy. And this could have a lot to do with this new moon, because they're showing me the new moon here. So this new moon really is going to, so, okay, thank you, Spirit. So from the time we had that full moon in Capricorn through the new moon, which is on the 24th, the new moon's on the 24th of July, you're going to notice massive upgrades spiritually. You may hear more. You may be more in tune and inclined to spirit. You may be picking up on a lot more. Your intuition is going to be like heightened. Okay. There's massive changes and upgrades taking place with you Leos right now. Hold your sensitivity. So that may be a part of this, but this elder horse energy is about honoring your sensitivity. See, I think that this little girl here is wounded. She has been wounded. She's been wounded because she hasn't been able to see the power that she truly operates in. There's something about being sensitive and maybe being told that that was inappropriate as a child. Maybe your parents made you feel as if it wasn't right to show your sensitivities. Like maybe, you know, in some cultures, you know, that we're taught that if you show any signs of weakness that you're a punk or a sucker. Something like that is coming through. So you could have been taught to be very strong and to try to be brave in all things. And at this moment, what you're learning to do is just honor the differences about you. Honor the fact that you may be sensitive. You may be sensitive to energies, to other people. You may be sensitive to your surroundings. You may feel a lot more than most people. You may be sensitive to just things coming up in life, right? Like it feels like someone who's sensitive to the energies of the world as a whole. It feels like Piscean energy. Ooh, I love when your own energy shows up. And yeah, did I say this Nine of Pentacles energy? Because that's what I was picking up on. I think I said that. I don't know, y'all. Sometimes I just be talking. All right. This is awesome. I love this. I love this. I love this. Love this. Bottom of the deck energy is Six of Wands, guys. This is absolutely about being seen, allowing yourself to be seen, and embracing the visibility that you naturally possess as a Leo, right? So as a Leo, you guys hear me say this all the time. My mom's a Leo, so I'm always partial to you guys. But you guys hear me say all the time that, you know, for Leos, you guys are that sun energy. You are energy. You are vitality. So you walk in a room and it's just very obvious to everybody else that you are supposed to be seen, okay? And some people want to make that a problem, or they may want to hate on that. They're intimidated by the light, okay? Because they don't necessarily know how to handle that or how to operate in that themselves. But this is absolutely about you stepping into making the decision to allow yourself to shine. This doesn't come across in any type of like arrogant way. It's all about you coming into alignment with who you are destined to be, trusting your intuition and being able to rely on yourself. It's almost like you're going through like a reparenting of the inner child. Like that inner child who's been sitting back, shying away from being the tiger and actually shining, is deciding that, you know what, I do want to enjoy life. I do want, it sounds funny, right? But this is so true for so many of us. Like, I do want to enjoy life. And actually, I'm realizing that I deserve it. And that's the type of energy that you're stepping into this week. Now, I am seeing for a lot of you that this has to do with a partnership. So it's almost as if you, very interesting. Thank you, Spirit. It's almost as if you have tapped into this Nine of Pentacles energy of accepting and believing in your power, in your true authenticity. And then it's like all of a sudden, shortly after you step into this energy of really embracing who you are, you meet someone who just sparks this passion and fire within you. Okay. But because you have been so independent, because you've been so, I want to use the word displaced is coming through, but I don't know, but that's what Spirit is saying, because you've been displaced from love, partnerships, and connections. It's almost, okay. They're showing it to me as like being a transient, someone who's without a home, right? It's almost as if you have been so displaced from connection because you have not been connected to yourself. And it's because you haven't trusted and believed in yourself, your abilities, your power, and your strength with this Sun card here. You haven't believed in that, and that's prevented you from really being able to enjoy life. Something about this Nine of Cups energy here with the Five of Swords is like you've been lying to yourself, convincing yourself that you really don't deserve or need the excitement and fulfillment of a relationship. That's how this feels. This feels to me like somebody's been like, I really want love, but I'm good being single by myself. I'm okay over here because look, I got everything. I don't need anybody to help me with anything. So I'm good. I don't need it. But lying because it's like really like deep down within, you really want to have a partnership. But you haven't been able to choose the right partnerships with this Two of Wands here in the past. You haven't selected the people that really make you happy. And it's because there's some type of withdrawn energy that has been presented in and through you. And I think the withdrawn energy comes from you not standing in your power and your authority and not being this tiger. You shy away from taking those opportunities and putting yourself out there to be presented and put in front of people that maybe you really would want. And instead you've kind of shied away and taken the lesser of the two options. It's given me like the short, picking the short straw, you know? Like that type of energy. And you haven't done this on purpose. It's all kind of like a inadvertent thing, like a subconscious thing that's just kind of happened. And it's because you haven't been standing in your power. You've been acting like this little girl when you're the tiger. You're the boss. You're the one. You're it, Leos, okay? And so this week, there's some type of an awakening that's like, no, I want to have a partnership. I don't want to do this by myself. I've been lying to myself saying that I'm happy, independently operating on my own. And I'm going to make a decision to choose my happiness over anything and anyone else. And I'm not going to let anything stand in the way. And it's almost as if Spirit is showing me like you jump on this bike and you ride off into the sun, knowing that you are going to be destined for happiness, joy, and that you are very much deserving of it, my friend. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful reading, beautiful week for you, full of insight. Remember, all of your senses are going to more than likely be heightened this week. So be very gentle with yourself, be very patient with yourself, and just know that that partnership is on its way to you if it's not already here. You are being seen. You may have secret admirers that you're just unaware of, but continue to push through using your wisdom, trusting that inner knowing, trusting the guidance of the Holy Spirit, that gut feeling that you have, and just know that you are absolutely retrieving your destiny. You're unsticking yourself from things, people, situations, and experiences that have kept you small, and it's time for you to shine. Happy birthday if your birthday is this week. I hope that you have the most amazing week. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, drop a sun emoji in the comments for me, or another comment. If you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, that would be fantastic too. Thank you again for watching. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all and seeing you next week. Bye.